For the next DIY, I'm going to use some of the pink macrame cord from the Dollar Tree, one of their wooden frames, and one of their burlap canvases to try to make some flamingo string art, if you will. It's a macrame cord. It's not necessarily going to be macrame, but I like to try to make stuff out of it. This little wood sign from the Dollar Tree looks a little bit like rattan. I noticed that the staples fell right off, but that's okay because I'm not going to be using those little staple clips anyway here. I'm going to go ahead and remove those anyway. But it's got a really nice texture. It's probably not as durable as the wood signs I usually use from the Dollar Tree, but I think it will work. And then one of the 5x7 burlap canvases. I know these can be a little hard to find at the Dollar Tree. I think they'd be pretty easy to make with a 5x7 canvas from there. You could just cut the canvas off and add burlap to it. So that is a thought if you want to try to recreate and can't find that. I'm just going to add some hot glue on the inside of the frame and pop that right in. It fits pretty nicely. Again, it's not quite as sturdy as the wood one that I normally use, so I am going to reinforce the corners a little bit with some hot glue just to make sure they don't split, having that kind of wedged in there like that canvas. And this is the macrame cord I'm going to use. I'm going to use it's like a hot pink macrame cord to try to make a string pink flamingo on here. I love these colored macrame cords from the Dollar Tree. I do find that I can only find them at some of my larger Dollar Trees, but I really love them and I always try to pick them up when I can find them. I'm going to double it up. So I kind of folded it in half. That's going to be the beak of the flamingo and then the head, neck coming down. And this is going to be the beginning structure. So I'm going to take it like piece by piece. Since I'm doubling it up, I can use my regular hot glue gun here. If I were just going to be using one piece of it, I need to use like my finer tip hot glue gun because this one does squirt out quite a bit of hot glue, but I'm almost doing like a backwards S shape here for the body of the pink flamingo. And I'm going to have all of my cut ends over here to the right. And I did that on purpose, kind of fluff them up to make them look like the ends of feathers. And I wanted to make sure that I also left enough room for the legs for the flamingo down below. For the top of the flamingo body here, I'm just taking another piece, folding it in half. Again, the cut edges over to the right. And just attaching it with hot glue there, that's going to be the top of the flamingo body. And then I'm just going to go in and fill up the rest of it with similar pieces. I'm just folding it in half, cut edges to the right, and hot gluing that. I do the bottom, then I'm going to go in and do the same thing on the top, and I'm just going to keep filling that in. I do end up layering it a little bit more, you'll see, to make it a little bit thicker, to make it a little bit more 3D. But I really love making string art like this. I think it's so much fun. So one more piece here, and then I have enough room for just like maybe a single piece. And I don't want them all to be exactly the same length. I want them to look a little varied there at the end too, to give that feather look. Next up, flamingo legs. I went ahead and cut a piece longer than I needed, and I'm going to tie a knot for the flamingo little knee. And I think that will be cute, so I can make it kind of go the wrong way like little flamingo legs do. Just trimming that down to size where it will fit. I'm not really going to do anything for the very foot of it. You could tie another knot down there, but I think that that would kind of take away from the knee, so I just went ahead and left it as is. And I hot glued it down. For this one, I thought about bending it where one crossed the other, but I ended up making it go straight down too. Like that, like it is standing up. It's looking so cute so far. I was making sure that it still looked good with the burlap canvas with the like kind of cardboard feel of the back of the frame. And that's when I decided to add a few more layers here. As you can see, I worked in like one layer and I'm going to go ahead and add some pieces here to kind of look like more feathers. It gives it just a little bit more dimension, but super easy to add 3 more pieces of those. And then for the border of it, I'm going to use some more macrame cord. This is just the plain white macrame cord. If this is the only one that you can find from your Dollar Tree, I think you could probably stain or paint it pretty easily to make a pink flamingo if you can't find the pink. And there's other things you could use as well. I'm wondering how pink yarn would work for that. I just bordered that with the white. I like how that looks. And then I'm going to simply hot glue the frame back onto it. And so I can still use that as a hanger or a stand. I'm going to have mine standing up. And then the final touch is I wanted to add a couple of ferns. Ferns look so great with pink flamingos. So I got some greenery from the Dollar Tree that looks very fern like, but it's also pretty small. I'm going to have a larger piece over here since I kind of have some room for that, attaching that with hot glue. And I thought about trying to do like a palm leaf with some more string, but I thought it would look better to actually add some faux greenery. So I'm going to cut the piece on this side down shorter. I have less room to work with over here, and I like the varied length of them. And that's all there is to it. We have some pink flamingo string art using the macrame cord from the Dollar Tree. As you can see, it's really fun. Lots of texture, including the burlap. We got that beautiful frame, and I love the addition of like the little palm fronds there at the bottom.